Yo, it's your boy Jay Reid, aka Chevy, man. I'm in here with HotNewhiphop. They brought me here to break down Ganja Burn, the beat I did for Nicki Minaj on Queen, the intro. So let's get to it, man. Let's go. Basically, when I first started making beats, probably like 9th grade in high school, I was always in the band. I was in the band from 6th grade till I graduated, you know what I'm saying? I grew up on gospel and jazz. You know, my dad always listened to jazz, my mom always in church, you know, so it was a good blend of soul and, you know, classic and gospel. It's a lot of stuff that I grew up on. So getting to high school and knowing how to create music and actually having a program, FL Studio, was the first program I used to make beats. I didn't ever have an MPC, I didn't have analog gear, nothing like that. I've always used FL Studio. And from that time, it just continued to help me grow. And you know, the range on it is crazy. So at the end of the day, I've always been able to do my gospel, or do the jazz, or do, you know, R&B, country, anything I want to do, I've always been able to do it. And like you said, just being able to make music and create it, you know what I'm saying? It's nothing like it, you know what I'm saying? So really, like, just the love for it made me start wanting to create it and actually get into the business of, you know what I'm saying, beats. I started off producing for my cousins, you know what I'm saying, my friends, you know. So at the end of the day, I didn't start off just sitting in the house making beats. I started off, me and my friends and my cousins, we rap, you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's like, shoot, I made the beats. I was the only one that knew how to make the beats. So I would sit over there and make the beats for everybody, mixtape, everybody stuff, and shoot, from that, it's just crazy. I started at Fruity Loops 3.4. It wasn't FL Studio. And at the time, you know, before Soulja Boy came out, we can say, like, it was all like, everybody was down in the FL Studio. They was like, okay, it's too computery, it doesn't sound real, it's not authentic. And I went through all that, you know what I'm saying? I stayed true, because at the end of the day, that's what I knew and that's what I was comfortable with. And soon enough, my sound started to progress over time. And, you know, like you said, I started figuring out how to use it more as far as like the pre-YouTube days, you know what I'm saying? So I couldn't just click on YouTube and say, okay, how to make a trap beat, and it'll show me. I couldn't do that. I had to figure it out. I had to read, and you know what I'm saying? I had to read the program. I'm a percussionist. I played the drums in band, and I started, you know, with the little xylophone and stuff like that. So really, I like drums, you know. I just come with the drums sometimes, but sometimes I get a little, you know, melodic, and I want to start with the pianos or some sounds and stuff, but 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna start with the drums because it gives me a foundation. And then just adding sounds from there, it's not hard, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to all the people who do samples, because obviously that is where music is going these days. You know, you got a lot of musicians who are unknown, but now they making samples for these producers that are known, and shoot, getting platinum, gold plaques back and forth, you know what I'm saying? That's my boy, shout out to Q Beats. We haven't got any placements yet, but you know we got some fire, you know what I'm saying? I definitely made a whole catalog of Q Beats, you know what I'm saying? He was one of the first people to reach out to me and say, yo, you got the Chun Li was dope, you know what I'm saying? Here's some samples, you know what I'm saying? But I actually play everything. I don't like the sample because, for people who don't know, sampling is not free. You take a producer sample, you're giving up 25% of that beat, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know, like you said, half. If you get 50% of publishing, you're giving up your half of the beat, because this guy just put a whole melodic sound on your beat, you know what I'm saying, regardless who it is. So at the end of the day, I don't sample, and like you said, it just makes it organic. Even if it doesn't come out like I like it, I'm guaranteeing somebody's gonna like it because it's organic, it's played, it's nothing, you know, it's not replicated. My partner, Brinks Billions, he's from New York. You know, that's where we at, so shout out to Brinks Billions. He actually introduced me to Nicki Minaj. He got me flown down there. He let her hear Rich Sex first. That was another record that was on the Queen. And, you know, like I said, it was just a incredible moment, you know, at the end of the day. He didn't have to do it, you know. It's so many people that have these positions that don't, you know, reach back and help. So at the end of the day, he didn't have to do it. I'm very appreciative for it because, you know, it changed the course of my career tremendously, you know what I'm saying? So you can't find it a lot, you know, but at the end of the day, when I met her, it was just magical because she was already vibing to my beats. She had heard 3 of my beats. 3.
Okay, so not just one.
Not just one, and then she had not known any of the music that I produced prior to meeting her. So when I was down here, it was like an interview, you know, so it was like a live interview. I had to play her some music. I had to play her some new songs, but she really wanted to see what I had done. She made me play Holding with Lil Wayne with Lloyd, and she made me play Heavenly Body with Lloyd and Rick Ross. And she was like, yo, all right, I see what I got, but I love these other beats that you played for me. They crazy, like, I know I want to sign you just based off of what I've heard already. So I'm like, it was just crazy, man. Okay, well, this particular beat, as I said, I don't do samples. I have a guitar player on this song. This guitar player named J-Mo, Jarius Mose. He is out of LA. He produced a lot of stuff, Kendrick, a whole bunch of neo-soul, R&B stuff, so crazy, you know what I'm saying? But I started with that because, you know, like I said, that was the highlight of the beat to me. Like, he brought the the guitar track in, I was like, yo, that's crazy. And he brought me like 100 of them, you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you know, we got one on Lloyd. It's called Infinity. He's playing on that as well. So like you said, we trying to move, man. But yeah, man, he came with the guitar track. I started with that. Real simple, real like mellow. And then you see the intro, it just, you know, moved every mellow, everything out for you. And then, of course, like you said, this is what I'm gonna bring in. I brought in the drums. We had a little drum pattern. A little ethnic drum pattern, you know, like, you know, it's dance, you know what I'm saying? It's not really, like you said, there's no trap involved. And that's a lot of producers, you know, like you said, y'all gotta start listening to other music, man, and start getting out there because trap music does not rule the world, man. It's a lot of different music out here that we can fuse into trap music, you know. I did another drum pattern on top of that drum pattern, you know what I'm saying? Almost similar, but it make it beefier, you know, it make it bigger. Yeah, so it, yeah, bigger drums. Yeah, there we go. So like you said, it just add more to it. He gives me these tracks, and man, he's like actually going crazy on all of them, man. So really, he gives me the opportunity to cut and splice things and put it where I want to be, not just it's a full sample. I can't do anything with it. I can't, you know, manipulate it in any kind of ways. He makes it easy for me, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to J-Mo because he is a big part of this record, which, like I said, we definitely split it 50-50, you know what I'm saying? So that's how you supposed to, you know, do, man, you know. Everybody eat, you know what I'm saying? So the next part is the electric guitar part with the drums, same drum pattern. So, and then y'all also hear those trap snares I got going in there. The just kind of build up, you know, like a little before the drop come in. So I always kind of do that. Then I got the hook come in. The hook, as you see, is kind of simple going into the verse, and then when the hook come in, it has to explode to me. It has to be like so huge that the artist knows a distinct change between the verse and the hook. So, like you said, once y'all hear it, I added some background synths from Nexus. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Then I went back and did the same thing with some chords. I use Electric 2. So like you said, he didn't just play the guitar and I ain't play nothing. I went behind it and did some different stuff so it'll add to it. It ain't just, okay, a sample drums. Like, that's so boring to me. You got to be able to add more things to make it bigger, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what music is. It ain't just mono. It ain't just plain. It has to, you know, have transitions, drops, all kind of stuff. So.
Nicki Minaj placement.
And to be honest, when I was in Miami, she told me something that always stuck to me. She was like, you gotta, like, I'm tired of hearing regular beats. I want my beats to be like different. I need them to drop. I need them to have like breaks and different stuff, you know, going on because it's gonna inspire me to do more. So when she said that, it always stuck with me. You know, for instance, that Chun-Li beat with the crazy Chinese sounding drop, like I had to do it because it was just like, she's not even gonna rap on it if it's too plain. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. So got that going, my synth. So I'm gonna bring the whole hook from the verse. I'm gonna bring it in. You hear the sounds? All right, I know y'all heard the little voice in the background, a little secret. This is the little sauce I'm gonna give y'all. So y'all don't have to sample nobody, right? You can always use your own voice. That is me singing right there. And this is what I did with it. So I changed the sound up, I manipulated it, made it big as hell, and now I don't gotta pay nobody for no sample. So I'm gonna play out that part. It's a little subtle in the background. Like I said, that's a little secret drop. Always do your own samples. So yeah, that's really the whole beat, B. You know what I'm saying? You know, minus the drops and stuff that Juice did, and hey man, he killed killed the whole arrangement of the whole beat. That's our engineer. Shout out to Juice. And shoot, the rest is history, man. Like the song is crazy. It got, I think, about 20, 30 million views on YouTube right now. It's the intro on her album. Is, you know, a lot of accolades. You know, like I said, the album is gold. Hey, that's good. You know, a lot of stuff going on. So I just, you know, appreciate it, man. 2018 Lloyd album. In the first independent album just dropped. I had 5 records on there as well. Shout out to Jasper for helping me. He's with Capitol Motown. But Lloyd just did a new deal with Empire, so that's big. I got my own artist. Her name is Beja Rodriguez. Actually, like I said, she's got a couple projects finna drop, produced executively by me. And we just did a project in the summer right after Queen dropped. No, after Chun-Li and Barbie Teens dropped. It was called Take 3. And like you said, we still pushing that, but at the end of the day, we about to put some crazy music out. It's finna be crazy.